Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Welcome to our new slots every Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to be doing this while lockdown is still kind of with us, kind of not, depending on who you are and where you are. So welcome. It's a lovely day. I hope it's been okay where you are. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe still. You know, we're not out of lockdown yet. Things are changing, but it's not gone yet. So, we're here to help you as long as we can during this period. If you're out fishing, fantastic. Hope you're making the most of the beautiful weather that we've got at the moment. And hello to everybody joining me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. So, Mandy Mason, hello. We spoke the other day on the phone. Nice to put a voice to the name. Andy Clark, hello. Lots of people on YouTube. Wayne Horn, hello. Facebook people. So, don't forget, we've been out fishing, and I'm sure loads of you have bought new kit, whether it be new second-hand kit, upgrading, your alarms, whether you bought pluses or whatever you bought on the Delkim brand, hangers, what you might have picked up while lockdown was on. And those of you that have picked up brand new products as well, the txi-ds, EVDs, whatever, RxDs, whatever you've picked up, I'm here to help you for the next half an hour or so. If you've got any questions, you've got any queries, doesn't matter how silly you think it is, I will answer the question. If you're thinking it, there's bound to be someone else in this world that's thinking it too or needs help with it. So please don't feel that any question is a silly question. I've been doing this now for 8 or 9 weeks, and we've gone through everything, and people ask the same questions over and over again, no matter what we say, what we do. So that's just how it is. If you are just joining us, hello, Lee Romang here, Delkim Live. If you've not joined us before, most of you are regulars, but if you've not seen us before, I'm the commercial director of Delkim, head of the marketing stuff and all this kind of thing. And I'm here to help you, help yourselves. People will chat, we'll share stuff, we'll help you out as much as we can. Those of you watching on a regular basis, housekeeping. Okay, so start off. What should we say? All our hangers, you know this, say it all together, people who watch this. All our hangers fit all our alarms. Okay, so whether you have a plus range alarm or a new digital range alarm, all our hangers, and let me grab one now, all have the same plug and it fits in the bottom of the alarm, no problem at all. So it doesn't matter which ones you got, whether it's Nightlight Pros, ES indication sets, Slim Light indication sets, or Nightlight indication sets, they will all work with the new and the older alarms. Okay, so that's one bit of housekeeping done. Number 2, if you have the new digital alarms, you will need V2 versions of the accessories. Okay, if it doesn't say V2 on it, it won't fit your txi-d or EVD. And a V2 version won't fit the old ones either. So it's got a nice picture of the new alarms on the front. Okay, and the old ones have a picture of the old ones. That's why they go together. That's why they are. Okay, so number 2 or number 3 on the list, shall we say. Warranty registration, people. Barcode is inside the battery compartment or on the bottom of the box. Those are the barcodes we're looking for, not the sticker, EPOS sticker that the shop might have put over the bottom. Okay, it's a 7-digit number starting with a 1. And proof of purchase is a picture of the receipt, the invoice, the amount of money you paid for your product, not a nice picture of your alarms. As much as I do like them, I've seen them in fishing situations, I've seen them on people's benches, I've seen them on the floor, lovely, but I need to see the proof of purchase to register for the additional year's warranty. Okay, so all good. And what do we got? Okay, so what we're going to do today then. So I'm looking up for questions coming up here, and we'll go through this. I've got bigger chat on today so I can see everything. Hello, Michael Goodyear. Hello to everybody joining me. Hope you are well and enjoying the sunshine. Thanks to Ian Carroll, all the regulars. Bill Whiteside. Hello, Michael. You've stuck with me for 8 weeks, most of you guys. You must be mad. But obviously, I might be doing something a little bit right, and you guys feel that it's half an hour well spent listening to me blabbering on about Delkim stuff and other things as well. Important news. We are back up and running, guys, in terms of spares, repairs, and the shop. Everything came back online on Monday morning. So please download the app. book your returns in if you've got to send some products back that you've been faulty and been waiting to send back. You can order your spares through the app as well, and you can buy any bits extra that you need to buy through the shop. Okay, lots of spares are free, but things like bolts or snag ear uprights or spare slim carbs are on the shop, so you buy those. Or you know, bits of plastic generally are the free spares. If they're metal, they tend to be paid for. If they're plastic, they'll be on there, but there are some other little bits and pieces as well. So please get on the app, use the app. It's brilliant. It's keeping you updated with stuff. We're increasing now we're back up and running. We'll be putting more information up there, updating instructions, putting better videos up there, more content as we start to get going. The green shoots are starting to flow. One other thing I would like to say, through all this, we have been trying to keep shops supplied. So we might not have been able to fully function in terms of our after sales care, and I apologise for that. But we've been able to try and keep shops afloat by supplying product to them. Those that had online presence, you know, they were still trading, and as that's now gone, you know, got busier and busier and busier as all you lot have decided to go fishing. But the government decided not to let shops open, so online is still there. But I'd like to make one point. Okay, there are retailers out there who are trying their best to service their local customers. Big up to all the online guys who kept everything going. I appreciate that, and you know, we all love to buy online and it gets delivered. But if I want to go fishing today and I need something today, where am I going to go? I need to be able to go to a local shop. Local shops are so important to everyone. You know, if you want to buy something quickly and I need some bait, or I need, you know, some floss, or I need some hooks, something that allows me to go today. I don't want to wait and order it online, although they are efficient. We must support our local shops. There are a lot of local shops now trying to work out how they're going to function in this new world, or this new next year, however long this is going to take. And they're doing click and collect. They're doing, you know, they'll even deliver to your door, some people. So please, please, please try and support your local shop. Find out what's going on. Our app has all your local stockists on there as well, so it's worth giving them a call. We don't want to lose all our retailers. Thanks all the online guys, and you'll still be here tomorrow, and you're still doing a fantastic job. We all know who those guys are, but the little local shops still need your help, and it's all one big fishing family. You know, it's just, it needs to be. You need to be able to drop in and get the odd bit and pieces that you need to be able to go fishing today if you've forgotten. Wait until tomorrow doesn't always get you going fishing. So please, I've just made that point, and hopefully you understand that, and we'll see how we go. Have we got bad lag again? I'm not quite sure. Everything seems to be okay. Let's see if, I don't know if anybody's, I'm trying to use Streamlabs again, so I might have to go from that. If it's a poor stream, then I am sorry. Let me just quickly look at the settings. I don't know if anybody's trying to stream. They might be, I hope not. Let me just do a quick setting check, and then we'll be able to get going. This is why I didn't use Streamlabs before, so bear with me. This is how we do it. I can do live updating and see how we get on. It should automatically work this out, but oh well, we'll see how we get on. Anyway, as long as you can hear me, that's the main thing. All right, so let's crack on. What we got? Let's get through a few questions. So let's screen to the top. Obviously asking questions, so you must be able to hear me, so that's the main thing. Right. Glenn Cope's going to try out his new txi-ds. Hope you love them. The word is getting round. I think people are realising that these new ones are pretty damn good. 10 years. We knew they were good. Just took a bit of while for you guys to get used to the look and really understand the business end. Let's have a look. Oh, can I change this so that it doesn't lag so much? I might try. Don't know. No. Go on. I'll carry on. Right. How long are orders taking to dispatch, please, Lee? Mandy Mason. Well, we're dispatching as much as we can. If there's orders, we're trying to shops twice a week, probably for the repairs and the spares and the shop. Once a week. We're trying to do it as quickly as we can. Things are going to be on slightly longer lead times. Repairs as well. if we can stick to 10 working days, we will, but you've got to allow more, because we've got to get used to it. Things are being done in different places and we're working around it as best we can. I would also suggest, if you've got a faulty item and it's a minor fault that you can live with for a bit longer, hang on to it until things settle down again and then send it back. I'm not saying, we're not telling you not to send it back. It's a fault is a fault, but if you can still fish, you're better off fishing than you are being without it, maybe for 3 weeks and not being able to fish. So please bear that in mind. Very laggy. Yes, I'm sorry. This is the problem I had with Streamlabs before, so this is why I didn't use it. But here we go. Off we go. Is there a benefit? Michael Goodyear. Is there any benefit over the slim light indicator and the new nightlight indication sets? The benefit of the nightlight indication set, and I will try and grab one. I've got something to show you guys as well. Let me grab one. Let me grab one. Let me grab one. I must have one to hand. There we go. So the big difference with these fellas compared to these fellas is that these will take a lot more weight. Okay, we have got, and we're sitting in the office at back at HQ, we've got 60-gram weights that we will be selling once we are able to get them packed up and marketed. So we already sell a heavyweight pack, which is these ones here. Oh, you see that? And that's got a 20 and a 30 in it. And these take a lot more weight. These the slim lights are a lightweight indicator. They have a fixed clip, and I've done this before and we've gone through this a few times, but the fixed clip will only take so much weight before it pulls out. It'll probably take 20. You might get away with 30 with the ball clips, but it's not really meant for that, and it will just fall out. It's just not meant to take that extra weight. So if you're, want a light indicator with a dual position line clip, then the slim light is the one. If you want something a bit more versatile in terms of being able to add more weight when you need it, then the nightlight indication set is the one for you. And the weights, and I'm desperately looking for a weight. There we go. And all they do is just, and if you've got them already, they're just screw on the bottom. Okay, so you just add the weights, whatever you want. So that's the difference, just a free running line clip on that. So Michael, hope that answers your question on YouTube. What with it? Andy Piper question. I have an original set of 4 blue txi-s, bought them new, must be around 25 years ago. Yes, if they're the original txi-s, not the pluses. We stopped making them in 2003. Never missed a beat in all weathers. Blazes sun, freezing conditions. That's always good to know. I never bothered to upgrade to the txi Plus as I didn't need to be thinking about it. But I'm thinking about the new txi-d. My question is, why? Let's face it, my originals do everything I need an alarm to do. Okay. I've done loads of videos on the new stuff, and and I can flick to camera too. There we go. So there's the txi-d. So it's a smaller design than the other one. And you've got push buttons there to do many functions. You've got no switch, so less moving parts. You've got a far better radio system, so it's got far more range, better battery life, better penetration. You've got the whole range of the sensitivity as on your alarms, Andy, or we call it response now. You've got it all on one control, so it goes all the way around. And in fact, you've got a much lower end here, so the last quarter for using braid or heavy line. And hopefully you guys can see me, but I can see we get a lot of drops out here. So that's one reason we've got, so it's got lots of additional functions. It's got increased security. So it's got a movement detection system that you can instigate. So somebody tries to take the alarms, it will set off the alarm on the receiver. You've got mute. You can adjust the beep speed. That is the big thing. You can adjust the beep speed. So you don't get, and I'll come back to me. So what happens, Andy, with the beep speed, you're going to have to go back to the videos where I demonstrate this quite in depth against the old ones, is that when you use your txis and you turn the sensitivity up, what tends to happen is that at the high levels, as soon as you get a knock, it goes straight into the warble. Now with the new ones, you can adjust the beep speed so that the warble, well, you don't get as many beeps when you get any action, so you can use higher levels of response without it going into meltdown, so you can start to know more about what's going on at the business end. Rather than having to keep turning it down so it doesn't go crazy, you can turn that response up, you can turn the beep speed down, and you can get that speed relationship back, so you can start to tell the difference between if you've had a little knock or if you've had a run, something you need to do something about, especially if you're fishing by snags. You know, you can really crank it up or in calm conditions. So there are huge differences. You know, it's you've never had a problem, but it's, you know, the build quality is far greater. It's got far better moldings. It's still vibration, still got your little sensor in there. Okay, got some lovely features on the receiver as well. Run light is a great feature where the LEDs will come on after a run of 4 seconds and it will light your bivvy up, so you don't need a bivvy light. And the killer feature on the receiver is D&D. So when you're sitting there and suddenly it starts to chuck it down, hailstones or whatever, for sort of 10-15 minutes and everything's bouncing around, you're getting bib, 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 you can instigate D&D on the receiver, which is do not disturb, and it will eliminate those false knocks and will only go off if you get something that goes on for 4 seconds or more. There's loads of stuff, but you need to have a look. The radio is the killer and the beep speed. They're the two main differences, and you've got to look at whether those are useful. And of course, the other thing is we can't repair those old ones anymore. We've tried our best, unless it's a very simple fix. There's nothing more we can do. We've got no spare circuits. We've got no replacement radios. You know, unless it's a switch, a battery connector, pot, or a sensor, there's nothing we can do. So if that does fail, they're gone. The TXI Pluses we can fix. Got loads of them hanging about still, but the old TXI range we can't. What with this? Let's have a look. Who we got? Let's go. I hope that answers. Arthur, one of my txi-d seems to be much more sensitive than the other two regards to beep speed. All of them are set on the same speed and response. What could that? Arthur, I think I've spoken to you on our messenger anyway. If you've got one that seems to be out of the ordinary, it's very weird for one to be more sensitive, because a sensor's only going to become damaged and lose sensitivity. It doesn't increase in sensitivity if it gets damaged. So I don't know. Take it back to the shop, exchange it for a new one, see if that solves the problem. I can't, you know, as long as the beep speeds are the same, then, you know, if the other two are okay and that one's completely different, you know, they're not always going to be exactly the same, because you have to tune it slightly, because there's always variation in the sensor, variation in components, variation in line and setup. But, you know, you're talking, you know, one marker or something on the rotary control, not a huge amount. If it's a quarter out, then there's something not right. Okay, picture freeze, but I can hear you. Thank you, Michael. That'll do. I'm not doing anything majorly important. I'm mainly talking, so that's the main thing. As long as you can hear me, that's always the case. Best setting on the TXI. So this is Christian Dale. Best settings on the TXI Plus generally. Of course, weather dependent on changes, but good general starting setup. Well, you always, yeah, George Anderson. Sorry, I can't do anything about it while we're streaming. So yeah, it's just gonna have to. You can hear me, so I'm very, very sorry. I'll try and see. It's supposed to have an auto feature that's supposed to stop this, but there we go. Best settings. Always set it more sensitive than you need. That is always the starting point. So you need to make sure that, you know, depending on the conditions, but set it always slightly more sensitive than you need. Then when you're out there, if you're getting false beeps, turn it down. It does depend on where you're fishing, but of course if it's flat calm, you can turn it up. But probably a good starting point, if you're looking for just a basic starting point, would probably be minus about 4 or 5. You know, you might want to put it in plus and between 0 and 1 on a calm day, as it's been today. But you know, minus in 4 or 5 for general, you know, 10-15 pound line, whatever you're fishing, 10-12 pound line. So we'll see. But that would be the best setting. But you've got to judge the conditions and crank it up when you can, because that's when you get the real benefit from the vibration system. What else we got? What else we got? Lee, can I get an aerial housing for my TXI receiver? The dog chewed it. Ian, you can get it back to us and we can replace it for you. The aerials are sensitive, so if the aerials become opened, we need to deal with that for you and put a new. So hello again, everybody. Hello. If you come back to me now, if you want to give me a thumbs up if it's working to your satisfaction. Hopefully now you can see me. That would be really helpful. And we're back live, and hopefully Facebook people will come back. Yes, hello Facebook people. Thank you for bearing with me, and hopefully everything will be up and running as quickly as we can. We are back, and everything is back up and running. Right, hello everybody. Thank you very much for coming back to me. Right, so that's better. Streamlabs, I ain't going to use it. OBS, better. There we go. I can't work out how to use Streamlabs. It's all fancy and I keep getting lag. So anyway, that's a technical issue. Right, so welcome back everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we were going through our Q&A. So if you have got any questions, please drop it on here. Looks like we picked up a few more people as well, so that's great. They come back online with us. So if you've got any Q&A, please ask me now. We'll do extra 15 minutes as the rest of that was a load of junk, and then we'll keep going. Changing tone on the EVD. Yes, who's this? Angel. Where's my EVD? Where's my EVD? I will find that for you. I have done lots of these. Don't forget, you know, everybody's out fishing. If you've got new product, then I will show you. So I've got a nice EVD here, and I will turn it on, and all you do is you hold the button down when you turn it on, and it goes into the setup mode for changing the tone. So turn it on, wait for 2 pips. Okay, that's now in tone mode. Nice and loud. Turn that down a little bit, and I can let go, goes down the scale. Hold it down again, goes up the scale. And if I just let go and press it, it will repeat the tone. And if I just leave it there and wait, and it will time out and go didonk, and now that's it. So I've set my tone, that's it. And it remembers where it was set. Okay, Angel, so hopefully that answers that question for you. I'll turn that off now and hold it down. Sam Broadbent, will the Nightlight V2 hanger kit work with the original TXI alarms? Do I have to say it all again? Shall I go through my, I'll go through my housekeeping. So, Sam Broadbent, only the plus range and the digital range have the socket in the bottom. Do it that way. There you go. You can see the socket in there. That is for your hangers. Okay, the original first range do not have a socket. It only came out in the plus range. So it's all the plus range alarms and all digital range alarms work with all of our hangers, because that will stick in the hole. So if you haven't got a plus range, you ain't got a digital, you can't use the hangers. I'm ever so sorry. Oh, there we go. Simon Taylor. Right, let me just show you something very exciting. Hot off the press today. This is what I was doing. I was in work today, and we were observing social distancing, having to unload a bloody great lorry. So that was fun. And we got these bad boys. These are our updated black boxes. Okay, they are more compact. I'll show you the old ones just so that you can see the difference. So that's the old one. That's the new one. All right, and just updated the logo, but on the inside, what is good about it is that we have tightened up. So it's still universal, but it's a bit better fit. It's a tighter fit. Okay, you're still going to want your covers on. and it will fit the old ones or the new ones. So that's the old receiver. Put that there. I always having to do it backwards. So that goes in there, or you've got the new receiver, fits in there nicely with the cover on, and that goes in there. You've still got your pocket in here, same as before, for putting your accessories in. So you can put your bits and pieces in there. It's got a nice hard top, so it will protect it. And they're exactly the same price. We've just updated the design, and so that they're a bit of a tighter fit for the newer products as well as the old ones. So still universal. They're $24.99, I think, the black boxes. So these will be going out. You know, all the new ones. These will just be a V2 version, but they're just an updated version. So the old ones don't exist anymore. This is the one from now on. So we're very excited about that. There you go. Nice little neat design for those of you that want a nice storage case for your products. What else we got? I've got lots of questions coming in now. It's okay, Angel, no problem. Yes, Ian Northwood, I'm back. How does it react in big storms? Varga. How does what react in big storms? So let me know, give me a bit more detail, and I can answer your question. Michael Lane, yeah, $24.99 for the black boxes, the same as the other ones. We've not changed the price. I have problems with my receiver, the Russell. I have the txi Plus. Patrick, are you using the receiver with it in the L position? Always use it in the L position. If you use it in the L position, you are reducing the range of the receiver, making sure that you are reducing any interference, maximizing your battery life. Okay, this is an analog system. Okay, so if there are strong radio signals in the area, you may get some distortion when you get an activation from your alarms. You won't get it won't be woken up by anything. It still only go off when you get your alarms going off. But if there are strong radio signals, keep it away from a power pack and keep it away from any electrical equipment. Do not use it in D unless you need to use the swim. If you do use it in D, then you will be put into maximum range, and therefore it's likely to get even more potential distortion, static from strong radio signals around. Okay, the new system is all digital. There is no interference, no pops and crackles. It doesn't happen on the new system. What we got? How does the alarm react in storms? It still doesn't answer, Varga. Still doesn't answer. If you have a storm and the rain is hitting the line, then the system works on vibration. Okay, so if things hit the line, it's going to set up. You either turn the response levels down, or you use the D&D function on the receiver, which eliminates any those false beeps, and it only goes off when you get an activation on the that goes on for 4 seconds. On our YouTube page, all of these lives are on there. I'll probably take down this one because it was not very good to start with. But you can see on there, it goes through receiver settings, D&Ds, all those things are on there, Varga. If you're trying to find out how to use the product, how to set response, how to set D&D, you need to go on there. It's all in there. The weatherproofing is second to none. Always has been on our products, because that's why we're here, because we make the best products, alarms on the market, because that's all we make. And the new ones have ever been improved, and everybody's seeing that now, so that's great. How much is that, Lee? Ian, that's the same price as the old ones. Does the nightlight fit the EVD? Yes, all our hangers fit all our alarms plus range or digital range, Angel. So it all goes in, they all have the socket. Okay, hey, Christipas, ciao. Kite the Viet. There we go, my Christafs. There's my Latvian friends. Charlie White, hello, just joined stream. You will have coloured hard cases from New Alarms. Cheers. Yes, we've got coloured hard cases. I have shown these before. There's a purple one there, and there's a blue one. We've got all the colours, obviously. I'm not sure when they're going to be hitting the shops yet. We're still waiting for delivery from our suppliers. It's a UK supplier, as always, so we're waiting for those to be delivered. Excuse me. And they're on a go slow as well, so we'll just be out when they're there. Okay. Big wind and waves. You have to adjust, Varga. Go and see about setting response and sensitivity. I've done a whole thing. You need to set the alarms for the conditions you're fishing. Okay, so you need to turn it down. You can turn them right down, the new ones, to virtually 0, which will cope with braid, any amount of wind and rain, and waves, the lot. So you need to go and watch the videos. It's all explained far better in there than I can do in 5 minutes on here. So everything's on there. I use the L position. Okay, so what's that, Patrick? So if you're using L and you're getting static, where are you fishing? Are you fishing by an airport, army base, somewhere where there's lots of radio? Are you fishing in the middle of nowhere? Does it do it with all the alarms? Contact us on the Facebook Messenger. I can deal with that in a more detailed way, and then we can get to the bottom of your problem. Might be it needs to come back, could be faulty. Okay, so we might need to see that for you. Buzz bar cases will be, well, no, we don't do buzz bar cases. We only do the things that fit the alarm. So that only takes alarms. It doesn't do buzz bar cases. We don't sell buzz bars, so we don't need to worry about buzz bar cases. We'll let people who do that. So obviously, if you've got the quick release systems, you can take your alarms off and put them in there. Something else. Perfect if you set it right. Had my Houston understand. There you go, Wayne Tester. Yep, there you go. So just follow that up. People answer other people's questions on here. Please do. They'll help people no end. We're still in lockdown in South Africa. Hi Gilbert, how are you doing? Our South African distributor. Hope you're well. Hopefully we can see some light at the end of the tunnel in the next 2 weeks. Love your interaction. Thank you very much. Yes, well, we're only just coming out, and we're coming out far sooner than we should, I think. But there we go. A few more people on the news today suffering, but there we go. So who knows? Who knows? Green shoots are coming, and things coming back to normal, whatever that normal is. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Any more questions? Bernie Pepper on Facebook. I have txi Plus, which doesn't keep latched to the receiver. How do I get this fixed, please? Okay, if anybody's got a faulty product, and if you didn't see me earlier, anybody's got a faulty product, download our app. Our app is fantastic. It has everything that you need for using the products. Okay, all helpful videos and quick guides and everything else, even on the older products and hangers and everything else. You can order free charge spares, you can order stuff from the shop, and you can book in your returns, all from the app. It's free. Download it, use it. It's there for everybody. So if you want to send something back, book it on the app, get it done. You do your warranty as well on there on your new products, no problem. Can we order direct from Delkim, the new case? And it's, no. All our products are available from retailers. We do not sell direct, apart from, you know, odds and sods and merchandise, branded merchandise. So all major products, main products, are through retail. So please contact your local retailer, and they will be able to supply. We've got everything in stock, so it's not a problem. What causes the Mexican wave on the remote receiver? Yes, a good question. Carpy Chris on Facebook. That is the radio monitor warning. So that's on the older ones. So there's this one. So it does a Mexican waves go da 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 da, and what that means is that it's picking up radio signals, and it's warning you that it's using up your battery more than it should do. Make sure you've got the receiver in L, as always. Make sure it's in L. Make sure it's not sat by a power pack. Make sure it's not sat by any electrical equipment, and you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, if it's doing it consistently, even in L, unless you're fishing somewhere with a really, you know, if you're fishing by an airport, army base, somewhere with really strong radio signals, then there might be something wrong with it. But generally, put it in L, it will solve that problem. Where can we get one of these t-shirts from? They're all from our online shop. Download the app. You can access the shop from there. You can order your t-shirts if you want some of these. These are limited. We will be updating the t-shirts at some point. We're in the process of updating our clothing before lockdown. So we've got a few left of old stock. And then we're updating. The hoodies are awesome. It's a bit hot for a hoodie, but they are good. Still a bit fresh in the mornings. How do I switch? What's this? Jack Wassing. We'll give it another 5 minutes, guys, to quarter past, seeing as we started off slowly. How switch the sound on txi-d? Do you mean change the tone, Jack? Do you mean how to turn it on? Give me slightly more of a clue and I'll answer your question. Last week you talked about the LED pulsing every 5 seconds when the alarm is muted. Can you turn that off, as I never have the volume up? No, that's mute. What, oh, hang on, let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Harry Lisbon. I'll read it again. It turns out the alarm is muted. Can you turn that off, as I never have the volume up? I just have it on the receiver. No, it flashes. Okay, Harry. So the alarm light flashes if you've got it in mute. If you just turn the volume to 0, the alarm light doesn't flash. So I'm not sure what you've got going on there. So the txi-d will only flash at you when you've got it in mute. You don't need to have it in mute permanently. You just turn the volume to 0. Maybe you need to give me a little bit more information. Just give me a bit more. I'll come back to you. If you're asking it, somebody else is asking it in their mind. So yeah, no question is too daft. No question is too minor. I will answer as much as I can with the 6 minutes that's remaining. My green and white txi-ds pair and work fine. As soon as I add the yellow head, the green won't work. Any ideas? Gav, I don't understand. You've got to clear the memory and pair them individually. So there's no reason why one would stop the other from working. It's not possible. So if your receiver's picking up 1 or 2, it'll pick up 3 if it picks up the yellow one. So you have to do mem clear and then you put them in individually. So if you want to show me a video, that's always well helpful. That does help me analyze any problems, guys. If you do have any issues, a little short video. So Gav, get on Messenger and I can come back to you on that. Because that's a weird one. I can't answer it, but I've got a feeling you might not be clearing the memory or trying to put them in, but should see in the video. Sam Broadbent. What I'm saying is, will the V2 hanger work with the original TXI due to the txi-d having the clip at the bottom? The TXI Plus, yes, because you put your, where's the TXI? It has all the facilities. They work with all our alarms. So I've got a d-lok on there with the wire form that you fit yourself. It comes with all the bits you need, and then you clip that on there, and that's got a d-lok. I don't know if you've got a d-lok, Sam, or not. If you haven't, it's got the base, which you put on the bottom, which I can't find to hand at the moment. Let me just see if I can find the base in my little bit of goodies, which I have to hand for people that ask all the questions. And I bet I haven't got one. Yes. So that's the base. So that's what goes underneath. That's what comes in the pack. That goes underneath your alarm if you haven't got a d-lok for your pluses. Okay, no problem. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Barry Lee Collins. Will there be any more new alarms coming to join the 2 new version? Would like to see a retro version. We will never do a retro alarm. Never. I'm sorry. We move forward. We've got the 2 alarms now. That's pretty much going to set us forward for the next few years, I would suggest. We're always working on new stuff as well. We've got a good platform to develop some new ideas. It might not be 15 years till the next one, I can tell you that, but nothing else much coming out in the future. So yeah, we're not going to do new tech in an old body. That's the future. That's what we're, this is the design. That's what we like. So if you don't like the modern look, then that's what it is. I'm sorry, we don't go backwards, we go forwards. Let's have a look. Anthony Fox, what is the recommended distance from a power pack or a receiver? At least 1/2 meter. I would always keep it at least 1/2 meter away, and then that should reduce any problem. So that's about 1/2 meter, isn't it? Depending on what size your screen is that you're looking at me on. But yeah, 1/2 meter should be more than enough to do the problem. There we go. Somebody's already answered the question. Hi, can you fish? Yes. Skull. Yes. Myth busting I did the other day. Our alarms are perfect for braid. Old ones, new ones, they're all perfect for braid. The sensors are fantastic. It picks up every tweak and pull. And the new ones, the txi-ds, even better because you've got much more control on here, on the R control. You've got much more at the bottom end, and you can really turn it down to get the benefit with braid as well. But the old Plus range, absolutely perfect. You'll never damage the sensor, so no issue at all. Jack Wessing, yes, I can't remember what you asked now. I've got to go back up and find out. What did he say? Oh, you wanted to add to the tone. Okay, that was it, wasn't it? So Jack, this is just for you. Is this on? It should be. So all you do is you turn the alarm on, and it's the same as I did for the EVD. So you turn the alarm on, and you wait for 2 pips. Okay, there's 2 pips, and now this button, push button 1, adjusts the tone. You've got 64 tones. If I let go and hold it down again, it will go down the scale. If I let go and just keep pressing and releasing, it will repeat the tone. Hopefully you can hear that. There you go. Okay, and you just let go, wait, and it will time out after about 5 or 6 seconds. When are you back open for repairs? Stephen, you might have missed what I said. We are fully open now for spares, repairs, and the shop. Everything's back up and running, though we are on slightly longer lead times, or maybe, so please be patient. So download our app and book in your returns, get them back to us, and we'll get them done as quickly as possible, but it may not be the 10 working days, so please be aware of that. What we got? Any more questions? Mandy, oh, I don't know. Baseball cap, I've got no idea on the scale thing. We've got lots of hats and lots of fleece hats, so not much changing on there at the moment. Don't sell many baseball caps, so if I'm being honest. Fleece hats we do certain times of the year, obviously. But yeah, it's going to be a while before we fully update them. You know, clothing's not our forte. We make bright alarms, but we'll get there. The hoodies were a little taster, and they're really good quality. So hopefully that supply will be able to get more good quality clothing to us if people want it. What we got? A couple more before we go. We have hit the 7:15. Steve Carnegie, the D-loks works itself loose, makes the txi-d's rock a bit. Any suggestion? You can adjust. Oh, he says, trying to pull this. So you can adjust this, and by lifting that up or down slightly, will adjust the fit so it's tight. I'm not sure how much it's rocking. Over time, if you keep putting it on and off, I don't know how old they are. You know, they may well wear a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe let's have a bit more information, maybe on the chat afterwards or messenger. I might come back to you tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Where we go. That's okay, Barry. No problem at all. Got the txi-d plus tone 4 set for my ringtone. Efficient day of phone rang, jumped out. Yes, ringtone. A little sneaky. We are going to give you a ringtone on the app, guys. So that's coming. So another reason for downloading the app. Little surprise. So those of you who are watching, might be worth getting that done. Something's coming your way soon. Right, let me see who else has got any questions. That's about it. We're all done. No more. Any more before we go? Up, speak now for LD I will be back with you on Thursday. Not using Streamlabs, using what I'm using now because it works a lot better. And we will be doing a little bit more. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, if you've got new products and you want to know more about what we're doing, we can revisit whatever you want. Because, again, as I keep saying, if you don't know, there'll be loads of other people that don't know. So please ask the questions and we will get stuff done. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Over 7,000 people now on there. There's all this content that's going up there. More than we would ever have done before. Certainly more than I'd ever have done before. Going through loads and loads of stuff. So please get on our YouTube, subscribe, see what's on there. There's so much about all our products. So any questions might be answered on there. And there we go. Oh, there's a good one. Random doggy. Why are Delkim so overpriced? You get what you pay for, mate. So if you want cheap alarms, go and buy them. See how long they last. Ask these guys on here, how long have they got their alarms for? If you can get 20 years out of your cheap set of alarms, good for you. All right. Good night, people. Thanks for your time. See you again Thursday. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy your fishing. Take care.